platforming is my favorite video game genre, then racing games is an easy second. Putting that pedal to the metal, drifting those corners, and that feeling when you finally finish the race in first place is extremely satisfying. So to show off my love and passion for racing games, we're going to be looking at my top 10 favorite racing games. Now, I could have just said top 10 best racing games, but the word favorite and best are two different meanings. For example, Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy is my favorite game out of this series, but if I had to say what was the best Jak and Daxter game overall, it would have to be Jak 2. We're going to be looking at racing games that features arcade, simulation, and kart racing games as well. And just to get this out of the way, I know that a lot of people are expecting Need for Speed Underground 2 in this top 10 video, but unfortunately, this game will not be on the list. I'm very sorry, but the main reason why is because I have never played this game before. Top 10 videos have always been about personal opinions and personal experiences, so adding in a game on the top 10 list that I've never played and experienced before just doesn't make sense in my opinion. So with that said, let's shift our gears into number 10. Kicking us off in the starting line is a racing game based on the Disney movie, Cars. After seeing the movie as a kid, I really enjoyed that film, and after hearing about a Cars game being released as a video game, I was keen and couldn't wait to play this game. Playing as some of my favorite characters like Lightning McQueen, Mater, Sally, and even Chick Hicks, and driving around and checking out the locations in Radiator Springs was a really cool moment in my childhood. Have you ever gone onto the PlayStation Store and checked out all of the monthly games that are for free? Well, I have, and while most of them were shit, Tabletop Racing was the one that caught my attention. What's really cool about this game is you can race in different locations based on real life destinations, from picnics, garages, and even a basement. Tabletop Racing isn't technically the best racing game out there, but if you want to kill some hours, get an easy platinum, and if you're into the old arcade type of racing, then this game might be for you. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Of all the other Need for Speed games out there, why did I select Need for Speed The Run? Well, the main reason why is because this is the first and only Need for Speed game I've played in my life. Rest assured, I will be checking out some of the other Need for Speed games out there in the future, so let's just focus on this one. This game was more on storytelling rather than the racing itself, but regardless, the racing is really fun. Slowly making your way to the top of the rankings to be the absolute best, and driving around corners and passing through traffic. I can tell it's not the best Need for Speed game out there, but this game definitely made an impact to my liking, and that's why it made the list. This is another one of those games that was for free on PlayStation Plus, and goddamn, I'm glad I downloaded this game. My closest friend suggested that I should give this game a try for months now, and thanks to some good timing on PlayStation Plus, I finally checked out TrackMania Turbo. I love it. Being able to create and share tracks with everyone online, racing against people to get the fastest time, and getting so much speed is really delightful. I had a great time playing this game, and I'll definitely come back to play TrackMania Turbo for another day. Now we are really going back to the oldest stuff. Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back is the first game I ever played, but Colin McRae Rally was the first racing game I ever played. It was really cool for me as a child to race from one place to another, drift around corners in dirt, and checking out the environment. Half of the time, I didn't even care about finishing the race, as the more important thing I was doing as a kid is checking out each detail this game offered. Another reason why I wanted to keep on playing video games even more. Naughty Dog followed the same path with Jak and Daxter as they have done with Crash Bandicoot. 3 video game installments into the series, then moving on to a racing game. But this is nowhere near a kart racing game. Jak X is more like destroying the holy shit out of every vehicle you see in front. I only started playing this game last year, and I already love this game. The cars control very well, the soundtrack sounds awesome, and playing different game modes are really fun and enjoyable to witness. I also forgot to mention that the intro to Jak X is one of the best intros to a video game ever. Old school arcade racing and destruction at the same time, then you'll be into Flat Out 2 in a heartbeat. This game is not only designed to win races, but it's also designed to crash and smash into your competitors. Not only you can race, but you can also compete in demolition derbies and stunt modes. This is one of those games I grew up playing, and I'm glad I found this game. Because without it, then I would never understand how awesome destruction and blowing up cars can be in a racing game. The Nintendo 64. Such an underrated console. Sure, the controller sucks major balls, but that console had quite a few awesome and memorable classics. And Diddy Kong Racing is one of them. Some wonderful level designs, a nice HUD map to explore, and some colorful and beautiful characters to play as. Diddy Kong Racing was another one of those games I remember playing back in the day, and boy, this game was indeed enjoyable to play. And did you know that you can even play as Conker? Man, I wish I had Conker's Bad Fur Day. While I know Mario Kart 64 might be the best Mario Kart game, but again, we are looking at personal favorites, and Mario Kart Wii comes to mind.
When I was still in my high school, they used to own a Nintendo Wii, and most times I always go there just to play some Wii games. Me and my friends would always play Mario Kart Wii over games like Wii Sports Resort and Just Dance because of the fun competitive feeling I had with my bros. And plus, this game looks gorgeous, the level designs are colourful, and it features a nice roster of characters.
Mario Kart Wii was definitely a fun game I remember playing. But there is one game that outranks them all. So before we accelerate to the finish line to receive the #1 spot, here is a few honorable mentions.
Yeah, as a Crash Bandicoot fan, you knew this would be #1, didn't you? But let's be honest, it does deserve the high praise. Every time I come home from my early primary school days, I always go to my room and chuck on either Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, or more importantly, Crash Team Racing. Sure, it copies the same gameplay elements from Mario Kart, but it does stand on its own 2 feet and even rivals Mario Kart. A fun story, some great track designs, tight controls, and the insane amount of replay value. Wow, I gotta stop making that joke. Crash Team Racing is one of those games that stood to the test of time and can still be played to this very day without getting bored. And I for one cannot wait for the remake.
And that was my top 10 favorite racing games. And if you have some of your personal favorites, feel free to comment down below. And until next time, thank you for watching this top 10 video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, share the video, and subscribe today. My name's the Gaming Critic, telling you to keep calm and keep playing video games.